Hey folks, welcome back to Cliff's Pickleball Tips. I sure hope you've been watching all these videos that Cliff has accumulated over the last several months, because I sure do. And I got to tell you, I watch some of them over and over because I always learn something. Obviously, a lot of you have been watching because I've been enjoying the fact that over 6,400 views on my last video called The Art of Deception, Sneaky Strokes. And what I want to talk about today as a follow through to that is the sneaky serves. All the pros that you watch, the 5-0 players that I've had the benefit of getting to know and play against occasionally, they pretty much do the same serve. Obviously, the worst thing you can do is hit a serve long or short or wide, but beyond that, there are so many things you can do to mix up your serve to have an advantage. So we're going to talk about that today. The previous video by one of the best, Rich Lively, discussed the topspin and the underspin serve. I'm not going to repeat any of that. I just want to talk about different types of serves that I'll give you this analogy. In baseball, you have a catcher and you have a pitcher, and of course the batter. The pitcher is getting information from the catcher what type of pitch to throw to get the advantage over the batter. Well, in tennis, I did this all the time, but I didn't have a catcher. It came from up here. What I don't see from even 5-0 players is much variety in their serves, mostly because they're playing against other 5-0 players where it's really not going to help. What I'm going to talk about works for me, and it will work for you as well, and that is mixing up your serves. For example, you have the standard serve, toss, hit it. You have the drop serve, obviously gives an advantage as well. But what I want to talk about is, how about a backhand serve, where you literally toss the ball and hit it with your backhand. I've done it. I got to doing it so much I ended up hurting my elbow, but that's another story. The fact is, it is very effective. Another great serve for me is after you establish a really good power serve, and I'll show you in a minute how to get more power on that serve. But after you establish a good deep power serve into the court, when you've got that person starting to back up a little bit more, like Rafa Nadal, you come in with a little short serve. And not enough players think about doing that. You can hit a serve just basically around the kitchen line, and that person might get to it, but they're going to hit it up high, and it's going to be an easy third shot for us. Another serve that works really well, obviously, is placement. Placement's a no-brainer. You want to mix your serves up. Typically, you're going to go to a person's backhand. I, in tennis, loved to serve into the body. Mind you, these serves don't have the power that a tennis serve has, but by using spins, which again, Rich, if you go back to his video, will show you, to have a ball that bounces and then comes into the body, you're going to create an off-balance return, whether it be a forehand or backhand. That is a very useful placement of a serve. Obviously, going down the line, out wide, or down the middle is one thing, but think about moving your serve around. Then this next one is something that I cannot do. However, I've played against people that have done it effectively. If you happen to be gifted, I'm sure Cliff is one of those, where you're as good with your left hand as you are with your right. Why not do some serves left-handed? Again, it's one thing to do a backhand serve, but just another serve to throw your opponent off a little bit. It's all about getting a little bit of a mental edge to where they're thinking, what's he throwing at me this time? The last serve I want to talk about is my favorite, and that is, and I use it sometimes during the game. I'll test it once or twice, but my most effective time to use this serve is on game point. If I'm serving and the score is 10-9, I let my partner know I'm going to do this, and I will hit a high lob serve, whether it be to the backhand or the forehand, whoever I'm serving to. And invariably, being that it's game point, they're a little tight, and they're worried about getting the return back, but they're not expecting this high lob serve, especially since I've established that I can hit it hard and deep. And I have seen 4 or 5 players hit that ball out. I would tell you that this will help you at all levels of the game of pickleball. Okay folks, so let's recap on what I just talked about when it comes to the sneaky serves. First and foremost, obviously, is to get the serve in, needless to say, and doing it your typical serve, whether it be a drop serve or just a typical underhand serve. That's your basic serve. But beyond that, the next obvious thing is to move the serve around. You know, don't let your opponents get used to the same place that you're going to serve the ball. Then we talk about, of course, spins. That is a given. I like to use a spin that is a side spin that will come into the body. Then you have top spin, needless to say, but the other very effective serves you don't see enough of are very short serves, to where you've got somebody way back and you're going to hit a little short one. Then you have those that can do it, a left-handed serve. If you're right-handed, doing it left-handed. I haven't even practiced it because I know I'm not good with my left hand. But I am good with the backhand, and the backhand serve is extremely effective. I can even do it on a bounce with the bounce version, just like a regular backhand stroke, but I do like tossing it and doing the backhand serve. My absolute favorite, after you've established that you can do the power, you can do the short, you can move it around, especially on game point, is that lob serve. So folks, if you enjoy and have learned anything from this video, please hit that button right down there and subscribe to Cliff's videos.